Gotcha! Supposed to be mysterious.
Geezus definitely wanted
that action. He ain't want that smoke, bro. The nigga ain't want that smoke. Not at all. He literally called.
Okay, so when y'all got the fighting.
We didn't even get to fighting, bro. I literally got up there and I told him, like I said, I should slap the shit out your bitch ass, but I'm not, because I know what type of nigga you is and I know how this shit
That's
gonna
how
play.
the fight started?
And there was no fight.
Okay, when y'all first got into
it, it's a
how did y'all first get into it?
Because me and her broke up.
Uh-huh.
And we were all friends, like, in different ways, like, prior to, but he took her fucking side. Come to find out because he was fucking her, like.
Oh, that makes sense.
Bro, the bitch pussy weak anyway, bro. We call her my little air pocket, bro. That shit be like.
What the fuck?
Like, dead ass serious.
So he swung on you?
No, hell no, he ain't swing on me, bro. I showed up to that nigga house, bro, and I said...
I'm talking about when y'all first got into it. He swung on you?
He didn't swing on me at all because he's a bitch, bro.
So how the fuck you get knocked out?
Not him. His homeboy knocked me up.
Oh, so he had his guy.
His homeboy knocked me out because apparently I pulled up at the bar and his homeboy was standing outside and I knew he was inside and I wanted a piece of his ass. But I knew his homeboy wasn't going to let that shit happen. And I fucked up because I was fucked up.
Yeah. And he snaked you.
No, homeboy, like, I don't even know what happened, bro. Like, all I know is apparently we pulled up. I woke up at home, bro, with this fucking scar on the back of my head, bro. And I woke up mad as a bitch, bro, bleeding from here.
He hit you with something?
Bro, he hit me with his fist, bro.
He must have hit you hard than a bitch, bro.
Bro, I was like, the fuck? Like, nobody would tell me who the fuck did this shit. Or, cause I, like, that's how fucked up I was and how much I don't remember
Dog,
this shit.
you stupid, dog.
But literally, the nigga knocked me out. And I was ready to come back and get back in some action. Cause by the time I was bleeding, I was fucking sober, bro.
Damn, he knocked you sober, bro.
Bro, the police dropped me, like, the West Dallas police dropped me off at the crib type shit.
That's fucked up.
Like, I still to this day do not know how the fuck I got in the crib, bro.
So who took your car? How you get there? You didn't drive?
I left my car there because my lady was driving my car. My lady at the time was driving my car, but I had my key on me like this. So when the police took me out, like, she had no way to start my fucking car.
Oh, okay. Your shit didn't get pounded, did it?
No, hell no. My shit at the crib right now.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So continue the story. So you went to dude crib, not the nigga who hit you.
Yeah,
the
no.
Other dude.
Me and dude, I flat out told dude, like, I was a man about that shit. And I apologized to him and I told him, like, I shouldn't have came at you like that. And I explained to him why I came at him like that.
Okay. So you go to the
because I wanted a piece of his ass and I knew you and him was friends and you was going to step in the way type shit.
So you end up going to dude crib.
Y'all bypassed the dude that knocked me out. I went to homeboy crib and like I told him, you got two choices. Either you can come outside or I'm coming inside. You get the fuck out of here. My dad's going to be on this. My dad's about to pull up. I guess either one or two things is going to happen. Either your dad's going to watch you get your ass handed to you. Or he's gonna get some too. And I meant that shit, bro. I fucking meant that shit and he knew I did. Like, dude, the fucking snake at look like motherfuckers always told me, bro. And I seen, I realized and recognize I keep my long cut low now. Cause snakes be hiding in the grass, bro.
They always do.
These was motherfuckers that was sitting up here. It was all fun and games so long as they knew, like the same nigga, bro.
Hello. Hold on.
Who that is?
That's Tavia.
Hey girl, what you wearing? Huh? I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's low. Go to the speaker.
No, hell no, I can't. You over there wearing them pants? You over there got them pantsing?
Let me turn it on speaker first.
Where are you? Come over. No. You we already starting this shit like. Yeah, he's getting BTS shit right now, behind the scenes shit. No, you gonna be over here yesterday. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Tell you don't get it cracked open. You gonna be here yesterday. Don't come over here if you ain't trying to grab them ankles and look back at it. All right.
Yeah, she'll be here for the podcast.
But yeah, no, bro. Like,
okay. So you ended up catching dude,
bro. I showed up at his crib, bro.
and then nothing happened.
I ended up leaving that day, and then a couple days later, you still running this motherfucking fucking Facebook, bro. I said, fuck it.
I was on your Facebook,
bro. Me and him was friends, bro.
Oh,
bro,
shit.
I fucking pulled up to this nigga house. I said, bitch ass nigga, like, really? Cause you know how I am. I don't play that mind game shit.
Yeah.
Tell me
what he was saying on Facebook.
I don't even remember what he said, but whatever he said got me and had me fucking in sense. It made me. It was enough to make me feel like this nigga need to get dealt with now. And I showed up to that nigga house, bro.
Again?
Bro, I showed up to that nigga house again, bro. This nigga was outside in the backyard, like, fucking working on his cars. And I pulled up ready to work on his ass, bro. I pulled up ready to work on his ass. And he's sitting up there, he like, he behind his fence. He like, you need to get the fuck out of here. I kindly helped my way inside his fucking fence, in his backyard, on his property. And I told him, I said, and if I don't leave, what you gonna do about it? And that was the first time I said I should slap the shit out you. And like I told him, that's exactly why I'm not gonna hit you. Cause I know you a bitch ass nigga. What'd he do? He tucked off and grabbed his phone and he called my ex. Because I was out on bail, bro, they called the police, bro. So I get to my bitch crib that I was staying with at the time, bro. I'm literally sitting, I'm talking to Michi on the phone, bro.
Meech?
I see a fucking hit, like, cause the windows were kind of like raised up. Like I had to stand up to look outside the window.
Yeah.
I literally see a fucking head like walk past and a nigga stop behind my car because I parked. I'm like, who the fuck is this behind my car? I walk up and I look up. It's West Dallas police. I walk right outside. I said, what's going on? Like, what's the problem? He was like, did you worry about such and such? I was doing this, that, and the other third. And I'm like, I showed integrity. I was transparent. I was like, yeah. Look, and this how I knew that the bitch was the one that told him to do this shit. And the bitch was over there when the police got over to his house. Because he was like, I was telling him the situation. He was like, oh, Blondie. So the bitch was there.
Oh, shit.
The bitch was there, and the bitch was there on some hating ass shit type shit.
Damn.
But because when I got knocked out and she dropped my bitch off that night, that's the only reason why the police knew where to fucking, like, where to go.
Oh.
That's why I told her, I was like, that bitch didn't do that shit for no reason. Like, she did that shit out of, like, she didn't do that shit out the kindness of her heart type shit.
Damn.
But guess what? Right after that, homeboy got arrested for his third DUI.
Damn.
And then right after that, he got arrested for his fourth. And he ended up injuring somebody, like at least 2 people, bro.
Damn.
This nigga's 31 years old. He'll never have his Wisconsin driver's license ever again.
Damn.
Versus me, I'm just on probation for 6 months and I'm out this bitch.
Yeah.
I gotta pay a couple fines and I'm on probation for 6 months and I'm out this bitch.
Damn, Brody.
You come to somebody else's house and take a shit, bro.
He's shitting in his crib.
Look, she's shit in his crib, but like I tried explaining to her, bro, I'm like, Nitro's a fucking alpha dog. A homeboy used to have I don't know if it was a bully or some type of bulldog, but it was a female, so Nitro was on that marking his territory type shit. Like, bro, we were literally all sitting right here and we just turned around, like, and the nigga in the room with us, we're like, bro, your dog shit. I'm like, when? Like, he was like, he took a stealthy shit, bro.
Damn. Damn. Bro said he took a shit.
Bro, I had to take that nigga. The nigga knew what time it was and he knew what the fuck he was doing type shit.
What do you mean you met?
I met him through my homeboy Felix.
Huh?
I met him through my homeboy Felix.
Felix? What do you mean? Who is Felix?
Felix is the one that I met when I was doing the tile down at the fire serve.
Oh.
These niggas don't fuck around, bro. They'll kidnap you, your wife, and your kid, bro. And they'll kill your kid, bro. and feed your kid through a fucking meat grinder and make you watch them feed your kid to their dog, bro. Like, that's what type of shit they on.
That's too much.
That's what type of shit that's what time these niggas on, bro.
That's too much.
That's why I told. Look,
I'm saying though, how you meet him? How
I met him through my homeboy Felix. But like I told him, I'm gonna say, bro, like I'll roll with you down to Mexico. It's just two things. We gotta figure out how to either get weapons over there or find a contact that's able to get us some. And like I told him, unless mission specifically dictates, women and children are off limits to me, bro.
It's supposed to be.
Women and children are off limits. Unless mission specifically dictates. I'm just trying to get up because I ain't supposed to be drinking, bro.
Alright. Yeah.
That's like this. Muerte. That means fucking death, bro.
I know.
That means fucking death.
You know, I got guys, nigga. I got Mexican friends, nigga.
I got a feeling like that's part of the reason why I want Chuco to come over here. Like, cause I got a feeling you and him probably know each other. I feel like he's been down here with you and I both, like at some point.
Yeah, he probably knows my guys. Chuco.
Pachuco.
Pachuco.
I call him Chuk.
And so y'all know y'all been kicking it.
Me and him been kicking it. Me and him only been kicking it for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, but it was just me and him clicked because we're very like-minded. That's why me and him clicked.
You ain't talked to nobody from your old platoon and shit?
I talked to Harris. Harris got his 100% too. Man, this nigga was racing and competing trying to get our shit. He got his shit literally a week before I did, but the difference is like he paid a lawyer to get his shit.
Yeah. You didn't?
I didn't.
Waited.
I didn't, but at the same time, like, he got back paid more than I did, but he had to pay a lawyer. My shit only took 3.5 months for me to go through. His shit took like a year and a half.
Okay.
He still come
You ain't talked to nobody else? What about Shrilla?
You mean Andrea?
No, the boy, the dude.
Andrea.
Excuse me?
Nigga, did I stutter? I said Andrea. Nigga, like, did I stutter? Yes. Read between the lines, nigga. Read
Folks,
between.
he's a girl now, folks? Is you serious?
My nigga got titties, but look, I'm never gonna turn my back on my motherfucker, on my nigga, bro.
What
I'm never
the fuck? How the fuck that happened?
I don't know the exact specifics, and to a degree, like, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but like I just said, I'm never gonna turn my back on my nigga, like, cause that motherfucker's been there for me, like when I got up to Alaska, I done had $35 in my pocket, bro. I didn't have no blankets, no pillows, none of that shit, and her ex-wife took me out to the fucking steakhouse in town.
So you calling him a her now?
That's my friend. That's out of respect for my friend.
Oh my god.
That's how she likes to be referred to, and if that's one of my friends, like one of my good friends, I gotta respect it. Like when the motherfucker posted the shit on Facebook, I thought it was a joke until I realized, like, oh, this motherfucker serious, like.
Wow.
And I'm gonna tell you the same thing.
To go from army to transitional woman, folks, that's wild, my nigga.
The same thing that I told her. I'll never turn my fucking back on you because, like I said, when I got up to Alaska, bro, I had $35 in my pocket and whatever I had in my bags. Like, I didn't have no fucking groceries, money to get none. Okay. I didn't have no fucking blankets, none of this shit.
Yeah, man.
And this motherfucker found this shit up and looked at her ex-wife and was like, we finna go to the commissary. Like, you get whatever you want, whatever you need. Like, you pay us back when you can, however you can. Like, and we got pillows and blankets for you at the crib. That's why I, like, motherfucker treated me and always has treated me
good,
like family type shit.
That's good. That's
and I'll
good.
never turn my back on him.
That's a good, you know what I'm saying? That's a good nigga, man. That's a good nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's like Brian from high school that you didn't like, that you didn't get along with, Brian Coleman.
What?
That nigga was bisexual too, bro. I've known this.
Oh,
Bro, I know.
I heard that shit too.
I known the nigga.
Him and that white boy.
Look, I've known him since fucking 6th grade, and I didn't find out until our senior year like that this nigga was bisexual, and I didn't care. Cause like I told the motherfucker when I did find out, I'm like, look, like me and you done been friends all this time type shit. So long as you know, understand, and can respect, like that's not my lifestyle. Like we can continue being cool type shit. Like you could have been told me, like, and I understand why you didn't.
Wow, that's wild. But I heard that shit. I heard he was fucking with that little white boy.
He was fucking with a couple white boys that day.
Hey,
he was fucking with some thug ass. Like he's the reason. Look, he's the reason why I know. Like both of my ears are pierced, bro. This motherfucker's the reason why I don't wear 2 earrings in my ear. Cause I'm like, cause I asked him one day. I'm like, how is it that you're able to scope and spot and know and realize like a motherfucker's gay or bisexual? He was like, most of these motherfuckers with the long braids and they got 2 earrings and that shit. Like most of them niggas is gay.
I don't believe that.
This was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like shit's changed since then, but I'm just saying like back then when I asked the motherfucker like.
Yeah, okay. Let me hit you with another question, man. How your cousin Chucky been, man?
Chucky lived in Missouri. He moved down to Missouri.
Ain't that where you got the Army idea from, right?
No, that's where I went to basic training at.
Cause he was in the Army, right?
No, I always wanted.
Chucky wasn't in the Army or nothing.
He was in the Air Force, but I always wanted to be in the military. And like the shit that happened with Brandon, like that's what took me. So like when Brandon got killed, like I was getting ready to enlist in.
Yeah, I was there.
I was getting ready to enlist in.
I was there.
But because of the shit that happened with Brandon, like when it did, like it ended up putting me off for a couple more years type shit.
Cause you stayed with me, then after you left me, you went to Ellie crib, right?
No, I went back. I left your crib and I went back to Mom's crib.
Then
I stayed with the dyke bitches.
Okay, yep, I remember that.
Then I went back to Mom's crib and then I met Ellie. I met Ellie then.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I met Ellie on
Then you went to the Army.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I just got to a point where like after Brandon died, it was like
you didn't know what to do.
It wasn't even that I didn't know what to do. It was just like for me, it was like I'm not gonna say I was lost, but for some reason, for whatever reason, and I think it was because of what happened with Brandon. Like I was fixated on and attached to the idea of trying to make something of my life here.
Right.
And then after so long of me trying to do that here and shit kept falling through for one reason. Like that, I just fucking woke up one day and I was just like, look, like I always wanted to do this. I'm 24, about to be 25 years old, like, and if I don't do this now, I'm never gonna do it. That, and I got in the military like to keep me and Brandon's dream alive, because me and Brandon were intending on enlisting in whatever branch we would have went in under the buddy program.
Right.
But obviously Brandon didn't make it / live long enough for that to be feasible type shit. Time in the military, regardless of how I got out or what, my entire time in the military was dedicated to Brandon. I had to keep our dream alive, bro. I had to keep our fucking dream alive.
That makes sense. Because I seen the transition. I was there, nigga. Maybe we worked together and all that shit.
Look,
right
as shitty and as sucky as it was at times, that was the best thing that I've ever done with my life. Out of everything that I've done, like, even though I was in 6.5 years, almost 7 years, like, that was the best thing that I've done in my life. Cause look where I'm at now. I retired at 38. I'm 39 years old. Like I told you, I only have to work. I only work if I want to work.
Mm-hmm.
I can get a job anywhere, and I can show up every day with a fuck you attitude. Definitely here in Milwaukee, because like just me sitting here doing, like, I make $50,000 a year just sitting here doing what you and I are doing now, and that's aside from any other work that I do.
I'm feeling like you go viral, folks. You feeling be a sensation. Tell your story. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Tell me more about your little brother, folks.
Bro,
because I seen y'all since y'all was kids, nigga. I mean, have you heard from Joy?
Yeah, I heard Joy was supposed to come to my birthday party last month, but she ended up getting called into work or whatever. Like, her and Jarissa tight, like, they keep in contact, but, like, even the last, like, 3 weeks.
Y'all used to be over there every day.
Look.
Every fucking day.
Look,
Tavia told me, oh, I knew Justin, my friend, or her cousin knew him when he was 12. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Impossible, nigga.
No, I didn't meet her cousin Lena and Jermaine. I didn't meet them till I was 14. That was when I met them. And I met them on some, how the fuck? Oh, we was sitting over in front of Joy House. And it was Charlena and one of her cousins rode past. And I said, bro, like, them pants is really pantsing type shit. Like, and that's how, and like, Jermaine, one of my best friends, like, to this day. I don't, just like with you, like, I don't talk to him, like, as much as I could and probably should, but.
So you met him at 14?
I don't never discount or discredit none of my niggas. Like, it's just, as long as motherfuckers, like, know and understand, like, if I'm not around, it's not necessarily because I don't want to. Like, life gets in the way, bro.
It's supposed to be like that. Nigga.
Like, life gets in the fucking way.
You ain't supposed to be around a motherfucker every day. Ain't get shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
We all got our own lives to live and lead type shit.
And if a motherfucker ain't, they ain't no friend, nigga, ain't no way a motherfucker supposed to be around you every day and we grown, nigga. I got a grandkid, nigga. Shit, nigga. But when we do come together, it means something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Joy. So you still keep in contact with her?
Yeah, I still talk to her here and there. Like, I ain't been on Facebook much because of the shit that I was like
with the ex.
With the ex, look, I realized. I said, look, I'm finna get off Facebook. That bitch went fucking crazy, bro. Cause that was the only way she was able to keep up with me, and I cut that bitch water off.
Block that bitch. Yeah. So how long was you with her?
Kansas City Shuffle. Watch this hand so you don't see what the fuck this hand is really doing type shit. Kansas City Shuffle.
How long was you with her?
About a year and a half.
Straight up?
But within 6 months of her and I getting together, bro, like, and looking at shit in hindsight, like, I feel like she knew she was on the outs with her job type shit.
Yeah. Because,
like, to this day, like, she'll tell you she had to quit. I'm pretty sure she got fucking fired. Cause she a punk ass bitch with a punk ass attitude.
Yeah.
Like, that's why her sister is still friends with me. Like, I can call her sister and talk to her sister and chop it up with her now. Like I said, we just took my son up to the Dells 3 weeks ago.
Smashing her?
No. I actually hooked her up with one of my homeboys, my roommate from Alaska, because he from Pennsylvania, and he ended up. I went up to Green Bay for the NFL draft this year, bro.
You did?
Yeah, and me and her went up there. So me, her, and him, like, that was the first time I seen bro in like 10 years type shit.
Meech, how you been?
He been doing. Smashing his cousin, bro. I'm talking about. I had that bitch sitting on the stove, like, bitch, look at this shit with me, like.
What?
Look at.
You don't know?
No, he knows. He was the one that set it up. I'm like, bitch, look at this shit with me while you make the good parts of me disappear repeatedly, like.
Big Papa Pump.
Bro, I've been being super nasty with bitches, bro. I'm talking about like my nigga Felix, bro. He hooked me up with this one chick, like. Me and her went to go flip the chick type shit, and he ended up leaving to go outside or whatever. And he came back in, bro. Like, I had that bitch back, like, bit invertedly, bro. He was like, bro, like, you killing the pussy too hard, bro. We ain't talked to that bitch since, bro.
Like the one bitch, Danielle.
Bro, I just seen her like
Get the fuck out of here.
I just seen her. And it was weird because she was with somebody else. And, like, I kind of looked at her like, that bitch looked familiar. But the way she was looking at me let me know, like, she knew who I was. And I was like.
So she got out?
Oh, yeah, she out, bro.
Damn, what happened to the one bitches who we was kicking it with? The light-skinned bitch and the thick bitch? Carol? Her name was Carol.
Incoming call.
Not the Metal Gear.
Look, watch.
Colonel.
Nigga, we was just talking about your ass. What's happening? Me and